I'm now awake.
Pretty much.
Simulcasting this to your audience? Hello, Brian's audience.
Just did, yeah. I've got all of 0 viewers right now because
that's okay.
That's
fine. I don't know if they're gonna like what I talk about when I can't sleep, but hope I don't cost you any subscribers.
It is what it is.
Yeah, Brian's leaving on a cruise plane. Exactly. Good for him. I hope he enjoys his vacation. He deserves it.
Wait, somebody gets a vacation?
Yeah, Gaming with ADHD is taking a cruise with his parents and his wife.
Oh, nice. A cruise? Yeah. Where's he headed off to?
Dysentery, I assume.
Drink your orange juice.
Hey, Zane, what's up, man? I threw you the link if you want to jump in, Zane. It's up to you. I know you're busy, but whatever. I also threw it to Victor, but I don't think Victor's going to show up. He's got a headache because he overdrank last night.
Well, hey, that's what I did, but no headache, and I can't sleep. It's having the opposite effect.
I was perfectly happy asleep, and then Beans woke me up. And that was it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Lucian Luck, I'm sorry you can't sleep, brother. Bear, that's not the answer I expected. What? Her? I need context on that. I've said 50 things. Which thing were you not expecting the answer on, sir? I need context, please, Burr. I have a mind like a sieve. Yeah, so I ran a heroic game tonight, the first official live playtest of heroic since the backer kit, and it went really well.
Yeah, I popped in for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was also let's see, who else was I? I was
this
also
guy was hilarious. This guy right here was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God. Like I don't know if you just saw me doing the Dr. Evil, Summers and Rangoon.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
But this was all night when you were talking. This is what's in my head. There's nothing like a shorn scrotum. It's breathtaking. Like it was just stuck in my head all night, man.
Yeah, that was fun. I spent a little bit of the day going to Bunny trying to do a voice. I'm like, okay, I think I want to do this. And she recorded me, and I bet you the recording of that is really funny because I was trying to find it, and I was getting my mouth shape in the right way. And
yeah,
I'll give it to him. Oh, and you know, there's some more voice coming because he hasn't used all of his powers yet, so you haven't seen all that is going to happen with him, depending on his current density state. Hi. If that gives you any indicator.
Hi, Bunny.
I'm sleepy.
Okay, bye. Here, this now you made me think of this. I'm going to share a video with you guys. It's less than 3 minutes. You'll be fine. But this is exactly when you say you were choosing your voice. This is what you got me thinking about. If you guys have ever seen this, but it's funny.
Come on, man! I got kids to feed.
Oh, I don't like falafel.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Thank you. That solves most of my problems.
Where were the other drugs going? I never knew. Wait, what? I said, where were the other drugs going? It's a bad voice. It's bad.
I'm Batman.
No. Are you kidding me? I worked on that like all day. I was like, cat, sonar, high, squeaking.
It's not scary. It's silly.
I ran this by people I know, and they loved it. Bad. This is embarrassing. Can I please show you another one?
Sure.
Where were the other drugs going?
Malkovich?
Yeah. It's scary. It's like, I'm better. I'm stronger. I'm Batman.
No, it's totally wrong.
Where were the other drugs going, huh? I was just
Why am I Pacino?
Maybe I am a Pacino. You don't know. What's it doing, huh?
Not Batman.
Hello, Governor.
Where with it? Representing God. I wouldn't go British.
Hey, how you doing? Where were the other drugs going, huh? Hey! Where were the drugs going? Where were the other drugs going? Where were the other drugs going? Where were the other drugs going? Silly drugs. Where were the drugs? Supposed to be Dustin Hoffman.
Where are the other trucks going? Ah! Do I look like a copy yet?
All right.
Yeah, fine. Where are the other trucks going?
Oh, wait. What was that? Do that again.
Where are the other trucks going?
You know what? That's not bad.
I just lost my voice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You're not just saying that.
Yeah, no, I swear to God.
Swear on me! Alfie, I'm coming home. What do you mean, who is this? It's Bruce. Who else has this number?
I just like that. Who else has this number? That whole series, he did an entire series of videos of Batman, and like they're so fucking funny. Like he just really like plays Batman like this absolute tool, and they're hilarious. Like it's college humor stuff from a few years back, but it's really really good stuff.
I think I need to get me a Batman outfit. That's how I'm going to start showing up on your live streams as.
Bunny
Well, there you go.
supposedly sent you a video that she took of me doing the voice today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm okay with this.
Well, you don't have
You're
a
about to
choice.
be.
Now there was a
You're
big
about to
echo
go.
for some reason on that.
I don't know. Is there an echo now?
No, it was only on that video that you played. It was super echoey
Weird.
for me. I don't know if that was that way for everyone, but
Yeah, it was echoey for me.
Weird. I don't know why it would be echoing. It shouldn't be. I wonder what's going on. I wonder why. It's this new mic. It's just interacting with things. Let's see if we get the same echo with this fun time.
oh boy.
What? No. Why can't I? No, I can't open it. Sorry, guys.
Oh darn.
It won't open in the browser, so I can't share the audio on StreamYard without it opening in the browser. So, oh well.
Yeah, StreamYard.
Okay. All right, guys, we get it. There was an echo. Okay, everybody, just shut up. Just shut up.
If there was an echo?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just show you how this
Yeah. So shall listen. Okay.
Here's how this works. Look at that. There we go. Now we're doing better.
Oh yeah, that's so much better. We have so much room. Oh,
Amazing.
so what are we doing here right now? What's happening?
I'm just chilling out. I can't sleep. Clown and eat me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's Malachi in the chat. He was in I was in a lot. Well, I wasn't in the live, but I was Legion of Myth did live earlier today.
Yeah, I know.
I was
Malachi
hanging
was
out
there.
with them. Yeah.
I'll bring Malachi. Malachi, you want the link? And I'll show you how much fun Malachi is on these conversations. Malachi just sits there and slowly falls asleep while we send you
Hey,
the
now
link, Malachi.
listen. If I could sit here and fall asleep, I would, because I'm tired, but I'm
Well, then
I'm
let me
awake.
regale you with tales of the grocery store. Sit back and listen.
Oh god.
Hello, friend. Stay a while and listen.
How much is the milk?
It's getting expensive.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know. It's getting expensive.
I don't drink it.
You don't
Yeah, I
drink
don't
milk?
either.
Have you guys got those weak mid to Southern European genes where milk affects you? Oh.
No, I just don't. I choose not to because it's gross.
It's gross.
Yeah, I mean, why would we drink the
Do you eat
expunged
cheese?
goop for baby cows?
Do you eat cheese?
No.
So no cheese, no milk, no cream in your coffee, no ice cream. Clearly no ice cream.
Mm-mm.
No.
Wow. What,
I drink my
let's
coffee
think of-
black.
You eat meat?
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
Okay, so you're okay with eating the flesh of animals, but not the byproducts. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I disagree, but I can understand that thought process. I mean, as wrong as you are, it's okay. But I love milk.
Is it
Not
Malachi or Malachi?
Malachi.
It's Malachi because he doesn't know how to spell it. So instead
Yeah,
of fixing it, he's just left it as this.
Right.
You can change your name.
Well, that's
This was
that's
back
the origin
to-
of Game Masters too. It's supposed to be Brad Pitt, but I just can't figure out how to spell it, so it comes out Game Masters.
Matt Damon. That movie doesn't get enough love anymore. Oh well. Oh, well. E-Bombs World. I remember E-Bombs World. Yeah, that was a weird place. My goodness, someone had a big glass of milk this morning. It was refreshing. Oh, dude, I love having Nordic genetics. Because I watch all my friends at my age talking about the shit they can't digest anymore. I'm like, I can still digest that. I'm good with that. What's going on? So how old are you, Zane? I've never gotten an age from you. How old are you?
51.
Okay, so yeah, so you're at that age now where, as a mid to Southern European, your body's going to start rejecting things you've been eating all your life. So enjoy that. Whereas, the older I get, the more things I can eat. It's crazy. Good night, Logan. Be well, buddy. Take care. Always fun to see you. Thoughts on WotC president? Well, if you want to know our thoughts on the WotC president situation, Lucian, Brian and I live streamed about that the other night. On both our channels, so you can go see it. It's a good conversation.
It was a good conversation.
Yeah, it was fun times.
I don't know that we solved anything, but it was fun to talk about.
No, we clearly solved nothing, but it was fun.
I don't think it can be solved.
Yeah.
Oh, it can be solved.
Yeah.
It's not polite ways.
Per wants to know about my heroic character.
Oh, wow. Let's go ahead, Per. Let's make this all about Zane's character that we already spent 2 hours with. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell them about your character.
Or you could just watch it.
No. Per is the feel good. So Per is the official goodwill ambassador of the Society of Role Playing Gamers. If you're feeling, I should make a song for him. If you're feeling down, if you got a frown, talk to Per. Because he'll just fluff you up like Jesus, IROC, fucking Muhammad came down to talk to you. It's insane. Exactly, Seraphis. Can't sleep. That'll eat me. That's how that works. That's how that works.
Well, the character's name is Mr. Mass. His real name is Matt Matthews. The eye rolling of bear. It's great.
Fucking hate alliteration.
He has mass control powers for himself. But we didn't really get to see that. It was
we saw that he could reduce his mass to 0 and fly, and that was fun.
Right. And we got to role play the heck out of our characters and establish ourselves, which was great.
Oh, sounds like a me game. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Just didn't
role
jump
right
right
the heck
into,
out of your characters.
didn't have to jump right into combat. I am looking forward to combat.
Nerds, I'm sending you the link because I want you to come in because you made a comment that really surprised me, and I want to get more input from you on it. So don't ignore this, please. And don't give me some garbage like, well, my partner. I don't care. Put your ass in here. I'm not in the mood to listen to any of your nonsense tonight, nerds. Accept the link. Okay, you guys want echo? I'll give you echo. Accept the link, nerds, nerd. Accept it. It is what you need to do. Yeah, no, I think Mr. Mass was surprising because I did not expect him to be as entertaining as he turned out to be. And that's because you're playing him in this. He is literally the antithesis of Bronze Age superhero. He is the complete opposite of what a Bronze Age superhero should be. So it's really funny because as a result, he stands out. It's different, right? Whereas Bunny and Coco's characters are 100% Bronze Age. She's entitled. She's got a dark past. She's kind of like whatever. And he's all like, I'm dark and grim and I don't like working with people. It's like, it's hilarious. Like, it's just hilarious. And then there's like, oh, you see, maybe when you do some research, it's great, I was trying so hard not to cry laughing sometimes. It was so funny.
Oh, I think it would have been fun to see you cry laughing. Don't.
No one ever wants to see a fat man cry. Keep that in mind. It's not a pretty sight.
No, I hate it when Batman cries.
Not Batman. Motherfuckers surrounded by amateur comedians. Speaking of, hi nerds, nerd. Wait for her to figure out where the mic switch is. And go.
Muted.
And left.
Go.
I mean, that's comedy gold.
That is Nerd's Nerd at her finest. She is the sniper, so that's always going to be great because she will burn you and you will not see it coming, and it will be it's like third degree every time she delivers one. She picks her moments. Yeah, no, your character is really good. You should really just go watch the damn show. Really, at this point, Per. I mean, come on.
It was a really good one.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Everybody was great. The timing was great. It was quite the mystery. We didn't understand what was going on.
I know.
So that was cool.
All right, let's see if this works this time. Nerds?
Thank 2. Check 1. Check 1.
Yes, we can
Loud
hear
and
you.
clear.
Thank you. So, nerds, you made a comment after the show that this was probably your favorite live play we've done. Why is that? I want to know why.
Wow.
It was a few things coming together. I think that it was probably my first experience really in kind of that heroic mindset, or the superhero genre, which I felt had enough seriousness, enough drama, enough lightheartedness. It all kind of tied together and made it very engaging, very interesting. I could tell you are in your zone, doing your thing. I loved Sassy Squire giving everyone lip. The players were really into their characters. It just really worked for me tonight.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. That makes me happy.
That's great.
Yeah. Malachi, you had something you wanted to say?
No.
I told you, Brian. I told you this is what he does. He just sits there and stares at us with his wall of books behind him. Sometimes he has a stack set aside.
There's a bigger game at play, I have a feeling.
A bigger game at play?
Yeah.
Not
He's gonna come out at some point and just give us something to belly laugh about. It's got to be.
Have you met Malachi?
Yeah.
Malachi's a good dude. He's a solid dude. He's not
Thank
a band
you.
leader.
No, I'm the glue, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Every group that I've been part of, my friends in high school, the band I was in, once I left, it fell apart.
Oh, that's not glue. That's a linchpin.
Okay, linchpin.
And I've been there. When I left Montreal to go to Vancouver for a little while. When I came back, they're all like, all my friends got together, like, we haven't seen each other since he left. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? Why do you not just call each other up and go for a fucking beer? Like, why do you need me to bring you all together? So I understand that, Malachi. I can feel you on that.
Yeah, it's like within maybe 6 months after I left the band, they broke up.
And yet here you are, a spectator. Never mind. You were in a band, now you're a spectator. Never mind. I'm tired. My jokes don't land. Nerd. Do a joke. Make something funny happen,
Hey.
please.
And something funny.
Thank
I done nothing.
Fair enough.
You put her on the spot.
It's only good when it happens organically for her. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, I was really happy with the game tonight. I was really happy that it played out. And I was really happy going to bed. And then my cat woke me up, and now I'm here. So, okay, well, I'm here.
Yeah. Or I also want to say, every time Zane said a line, I was grinning ear to ear. That voice was so perfect.
I'm telling you, right? Like
every time what?
Every line you said, every time you opened your mouth, that voice was so perfectly, like, I felt like I was in a 50s comic. Like, it was perfect.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so it's the wrong era.
Which works, but it's so fucking good because he stands out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's morally and conceptually a throwback to an earlier age. So he's almost retro by comparison. But he's so sincere and genuine in the way that he talks and presents himself that it's just fucking gold. Like
Wow.
it's awesome. I'm telling you, this guy, cool character. I like him a lot. I think Bunny did good. I think Bunny's character is good. I love the mix of bitchy and entitled and secretive and all that. I thought she did a really good job on that. And Coco's at, just that bit when he stared at you. Oh my God. That was
great.
So funny.
Right.
Just that whole thing where you're like, sure, it's not so bad when you do a little research and you get something out of it. He's just like, it's like, fuck. I thought he was gonna be like, all right, I'm willing to shoot him with my electricity. Like, I was like, okay.
Right. Well, I was commenting to Bunny about this. I liked how you totally brought in her dad right away. Like you rolled with that perfectly, and I think it really set her up for her future as the character. So
I hope so.
it was a great combination.
As I told her, I said I got to now figure out who the fuck her dad is. You
Right.
know, Jesus, like now I got to go like through my catalog of characters and go, who would work? Who would work? Or
Yeah.
do I make a whole new character? You know, like I don't know.
Right.
So that's
Well, one of her other negative quirks, I think, is like a band of 3 rivals that are always.
Oh, she has a rogues gallery.
Yeah, rogues gallery.
Mm. Yeah, this is why it's really important to complete character sheets and then give them to your GM. It helps immensely. Like finding out she had mind control after the game. I'm like, what? You have mind control? What the fuck?
Well, it's the hypnosis skill.
Well, that's not mind control. Mind control is power.
It's described as mind control.
Yeah, but it's hypnosis. Like you can't bust it out in the middle of a fight. You know, like the Hulk's about to smash you, and you're like, "Look at the pen."
Right.
You can use her telekinesis to make the pendant move while fighting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Distract them with like stuff.
Right.
See, that's the beauty of the power stunt system. Is coming up with ideas like that you can try in a heartbeat. You don't need points to do it, and you don't need to be like, "Well, I didn't take this, so I can't do." No, you just need to be fucking creative. It's why I always recommend anyone who wants to play heroic or Marvel superheroes, what it's based on, should watch My Hero Academia. Because My Hero Academia is all about power stunts.
Oh, it is.
They're always trying to find new ways to use their powers. And it's like that gets you in that brain set, you know?
Yeah.
It's like boot camp.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I should pay attention to the chat, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm sorry, chat. I've been ignoring you, poor chat. Let's see. Oh, it's only Seraphis. Never mind. Okay. I'm going to go back to ignoring the chat. It's only Seraphis. I guess the video after next week, I need to cover heroic now. Why? Why would you do that, Seraphis? I've seen you don't like anything. Why would you want to cover heroic? Please don't cover heroic, Seraphis.
Well, he likes Cypher System. Just say it.
I know. It's like a pain that shoots up right into like a nerve. I don't understand why he likes Cypher System. That's the thing. Like he's never been able to articulate to me why he likes Super System. I can't talk. Cypher System. I should make a character based on beans. No, Per. I will not anthropomorphize my cats as characters because it's dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. We're gonna do this again.
Crypto the dog.
Okay. Silver Age bullshit.
Beans the cat.
Silver Age bullshit. Silver Age, which gives other great powers like Superman can shoot tiny Supermen out of his eyes. Yeah. Little tiny Supermen that have all his powers. Like, what the fuck? No. 3 beans. Have your own cat in the game? How cool! It would not be cool. This thing shits in my house. How is this cool?
Is that at Amazing 50 shit in the house, or what's the level on that?
Beans peas at Mighty 75 and Misty shits at Uncanny at 100. And they have this game they play. Because they're both trying to be territorial. Beans won't bury his pee. Misty won't bury his poop. So the two of them like just leave shit in the litter box until I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I gotta go deal with it. At least they do it in the litter box. That's a plus.
That's a plural. Yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah, that's a perk, you know. Because I can get Cypher in Australia easily. I can't get Green Ronan's age system. All right,
that's fair.
That's fair, but like, what a horrible way to role play in a world of PDFs to limit yourself to the physical product that can make it all the way to Oceania.
I'm not a fan. I would say no to PDFs.
Yeah, but you work in a print shop.
Yeah,
you're biased.
I am. I don't like digital. I never have liked digital.
I don't hate it.
I like digital for the searchability.
Yeah, I'll grant you that. It is convenient, but
There are many times when I go, I don't know where this is. I don't even know if I'm typing the right words, but I'm going to find the damn thing, and eventually I can. Unless
That's
it's
fair.
not there.
That's fair. I have gotten with certain books, I can find shit faster in a book than I can in a PDF, for sure. Like not even using searchability because it's going to keep tracking the word until I get to the right one. I just know, like in the original Marvel book, if I want to find the speed table, I got to look for the picture of She-Hulk diving out of the Baxter building. I know that's the page I need to be on, so I can just flip. There it is, and I'm good to go. So it's different, you know.
Yeah, I like both books or both types. So if I've got a book here, I'm going to grab it. But if I don't have it, then I'm going to search.
Print shop mafia. That's why he's got the ZZ Top
Wouldn't
beard.
the print shops want you to get the PDF so they can print it for you?
Ooh.
no, because that breaks copyright unless you have a copy or unless you have a license to reprint it.
So don't rat out my Markless shops because I have a lot of printed off copyrighted materials.
What I used to do back in the day before we had PDFs was Concordia University right downtown. There's like 15 photocopy places, like print shop places right around the university, obviously. And there you found out which ones let them photocopy textbooks, like on the DL. And those ones, you just walk in with your buddy's gaming book and photocopy the shit out of it, and they'll bind it for you the whole 9 yards. Like, thanks. And then you just go give your buddy back his copy. Go, I've got my own copy now. You know, like that was expensive though. Holy Jesus! In those days,
it's not cheap. It's still
like
not cheap.
Cents a page. It could add up. Malachi, you awake?
Yeah. I do know that GURPS you're allowed to print your own copies in a shop.
Most books now have in it like permission to photocopy and stuff like that. I'm gonna put you down here so I can keep a better eye on you. Dude, I went into a Kinko's one time to print up some stuff and they refused. I'm like, but it says right here, permission granted to photocopy this. And like, nope, we're not doing it. Nope. I'm like, okay, fine, fuck you. Whatever.
A lot of places will let you do that stuff on the kiosks, not the counter.
Aren't you fancy with your kiosks? You don't have.
So I had a bunch of cards printed off on one of the websites that prints custom game cards, right? The rank thickness and everything. And they were straight from a certain well-known card playing game. And I got an email back saying you can't do that. It's copyright infringement. So I said, okay. And then I sent the same file again and they printed them all and shipped them to me.
Different person got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the problem is copyright is such a gray area.
Yeah.
I mean, there's it really depends on who you talk to. So that's kind of my go-to is if I have to question it, I'm not an attorney, but I know that it can come along with anything breaking or violating copyright can come along with anywhere between a $25,000 and $350,000 fine per infringed copy. And usually somebody wants a minimum of 10 copies. I don't have $3.5 million at a maximum to pay that kind of a fine, plus jail time and all that. So, I mean, it's a scare tactic, it's a scare tactic.
Yeah. Unless it's Watsy, then they'll send the Pinkertons over, So,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the stream I did the other night with my own music that I put up. I'm still waiting for some asshole to come and try and copyright claim my music. Like it's gonna happen.
Give me 5 minutes.
Fuck you, nerds. Nerd, who thinks that Tyrannosaurus Rex with flamethrowers that kills bank robbers is heroic.
Stopping bank robbers is like the 101 of being a superhero.
Having your pet eat them is not.
Do you want wild animals to starve to death?
I think my Tyrannosauruses should have flamethrowers. They're entitled to a hot meal.
That helps with digestion when you cook the meat. That's just science.
Got all your angles worked out, huh?
I'm sure their clothes aren't great for digestion, though.
Fiber.
Not the crazy fibers that we put in clothes now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she has her own hero card. That's true, but she paid for that, and that's a great thing. And I'm really happy that she did that because it was fun. It was cute and fun, and that's why it exists. The idea that you will have a card. If we ever get the Whimsy cards, we're not at that goal yet, guys. Keep that in mind. So there may only be one official Whimsy card ever produced, which is Nerd's character, where you summon her and she shows up with her T-Rex and sticks around for 1d10 rounds and then vanishes. I hope you roll a 1. Oh my god, that T-Rex is going to eat those guys. Where'd they go? What the hell? What's going on?
I mean, that's
Well, we're
fitting.
all
I have
alive.
pretty severe ADHD, so might forget we're fighting and just stroll off.
That's funny. We're a lively bunch, eh? Look at us. We're all like,
Well,
go ahead,
it is, 12:48 a.m. for me and 1:48 a.m. for you. So it stands to reason.
yes, this is true.
It's 12:48 a.m. for me, and well, like you said, I mean, I can't sleep either, and I want to. So my thoughts are consumed with. I really want to go to sleep. I really want to go to sleep.
That's horrible when
I
that's the thought you have. Like, and it's even worse when you're lying in bed going, "Why can't I sleep? I just want to sleep."
Yeah.
Let me sleep. Meanwhile, be more like Malachi. Just put your head against the books behind you and just listen to people talk. You'll pass right out.
It's not against the books.
The best is what's his name, DK Daniel Kearney, when he shows up on Yield Geeks channel, and he just passes out in like the middle of the stream. It is the funniest fucking thing ever. Is just watching. He's just like, he's just out in his chair, and we're like, "Is he alive?" Yeah, we see his chest moving. Okay, we're good. You know.
Bruce did that to Max one time.
No.
Yeah, Bruce Lombardo.
Bruce Lombardo, yeah.
Yeah. Snoring and everything.
Wow. Snoring.
Yeah.
That must have triggered Max hardcore.
I don't think it was that loud. I think it was a quiet snore. Guys were like,
I assume that was
What is
the
that?
last time he was invited on.
no, I think he was back on once or twice.
Hey, Seraphis, no one likes a braggart. Just so we're clear. No one. And especially Australian braggarts. No one likes this. No. Can anyone explain the 80s obsession with Australia and ninjas? I mean, most of us lived through it. What the hell was that about?
I don't know.
Do you remember it just like happened one day? Suddenly Australia was super cool and everything had ninjas. It was like, what's going on?
I remember the ninjas. I remember the Australia that well.
You don't remember the ninjas?
I remember the ninjas.
You remember the Australians? Yahoo Serious, Crocodile Dundee.
Oh yeah.
Well,
all those Jacko
Mad Max.
Jackson, Mad Max, all those Jacko Jackson commercials for Foster's beer and all that type of stuff.
See, I only remember the more recent ones.
I think the 80s with ninjas and stuff. I mean, keep in mind that was also shortly after Bruce Lee, was
the 70s.
I mean, I know he was in the 70s, but this was kind of the tail end of his career and in his life, and it was just kind of a neat thing to watch as far as ninjas go. And then Jason Harris here in the chat just states Mel Gibson as Mad Max probably triggered, the whole interest in, even though Mad Max took place in the United States, it probably triggered the interest in Australia.
So Mad Max did not take place in the United States.
No.
It was
In my mind, it did.
It was overdubbed for the American market, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
flipped the negatives to make them driving on the right side of the road.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, they must have.
Did I know it was Australia? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say my nephew is named is named Holden after the car, and that's how I know it's in Australia, because that's Holden are only sold in Australia.
Interesting
Fascinating.
fact.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, are you working, or do you want to jump in and join us, man? Let me know. I'll throw you the link on Discord if you're free. Yeah, Seeker
Yeah.
from Champions, the Aussie Ninja. It's like the most 80s character possible in a role-playing game ever. Is Seeker, the Aussie Ninja from Champions, the big blue book.
Well, and
Yep.
and don't forget Crocodile Dundee.
Well, yeah, Paul Hogan. That's the thing. Right?
Yeah.
We were talking about, like I was saying, that was a huge thing. Hogan.
Yeah.
He was massive. You're at work. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's at work, stacking shelves, watching us. This is how North Korea wins, Jason. This is how North Korea wins.
But I've only
I
ever
love-
seen
Go
the
ahead.
Mad Max the right way. No,
Yeah,
not
no,
the
me
put
too.
negative, the actual vocal
Which
track.
is weird because I saw it in a local theater with French subtitles, but it had the original audio track, and I'm like, "This is a great movie," and it blew me away. I was young, I was the right age, it was insane.
Yeah.
And then I saw it on TV a couple of years later, and it was the English overdub, and I'm like, or the American overdub, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this makes no sense," you know? I mean, come on. Do you see me, Tokara? Do you see me? Like, I mean, that
Yeah.
so many great characters get lost because they change the voice. But it's like Lizette Anthony in Crow, the princess, right? They overdub her. It's Lindsay Cruz doing her voice because the producers got panicky that Americans wouldn't accept a British actress.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So if you look at that, so she, and no one told her. This is the shittiest part about Hollywood, or one of the shittier parts. No one told her, and she went to the premiere. Like, it was the big event, and she goes and sits down in the theater. The movie starts, and it's not her voice coming out of her character's mouth. She's like, I left the theater crying. I was like, yeah, of course you would. Like, good God, like, what a slap in the face. And the thing is, I've seen her in other movies, perfectly understandable. But some dumbass fucking producer got it in his head, It's insane. Yeah,
Typical American.
Men at Work still has one of my favorite things they ever did for an album that anyone ever did, which is the album Cargo. They decided to put all their hit material on the A side and all their filler on the B side, so their fans would never have to flip the album over. That was like, they're like, let's just make it easier for them. They'll just put on one side, let it play, and never have to flip the album over. And it's like, that's funny. That's really cool.
It took me a minute to figure that out because I was like, okay, on cassette, well, that wouldn't work because you have to flip it over. On CD, there is no second side. Oh, I know what he's talking about. Records.
Yeah. And yeah, in the cassette, you didn't have to flip the cassette over either. You could just let it play on one side and you were good to go.
You still have to rewind it, though.
Yeah, that would be the problem.
Yeah, well, who didn't? And Constantly Stone making all their songs. Yeah, think Seraphis. Yeah, I mean, Christ, just listen to the lyrics of Down Under. Or even better yet, watch the video.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is like, how fucking hot was it, and how high were you while you were shooting this? Because, like, Jesus, it's a fever dream, Like, I'm marching weirdly through the outback, and it's like, what are they doing? And then anyway, it's insane. I love that.
Oh, there were a lot of weird videos in the 80s.
Yeah.
And some great directors came out of there too,
Yeah.
specifically Russell Mulcahy. Russell Mulcahy did all the Duran Duran videos, right? So he started with Rio, and he was with them all the way up through Wild Boys, and then he goes and does Highlander. And Highlander is still, to this day, one of the most beautiful films you'll ever see for composition of frame, transition shots, things like that. It's amazing. So yeah, that was the job, right? That's how a lot of young directors would get their start back then. Was they would do music videos because they would just hire anybody to do this. The fucking the record companies had no clue. They were just like, you know how to direct? Great, come on, here's your budget, And then the guys that were able to really do something with that Hollywood would notice them at some point. They'd get sucked out over there, That's kind of. I miss videos. I miss MTV.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
do
the
too.
Canadian version, Much Music. I miss when we used to go
Well,
to watch videos.
I miss the good MTV, not
Mhm.
not what it became, not what
No,
it
once it
currently
became
is.
reality TV
Yeah.
garbage, no.
Yeah.
Back when it was just videos all day long. Oh,
Yep.
I was 13, and my uncle had a satellite dish, and we used to like, whenever I'd go over, I'd be like, "We watch MTV," and he'd put it on for me. And then for Christmas that year, I got a VHS tape, and he had basically recorded 6 hours of MTV for me,
Nice.
so I could just watch it whenever I wanted. It was like, oh, so much fun. Hey, Peter, what's up, man? So you're saying that Russell had a kind of magic? Seraphis, you're not
Aw.
in my channel, so I can't kick you out, but man, that's a beat.
That's good. That's a good one.
No, it's stop encouraging this behavior. Don't.
I'm really surprised that nobody has attempted to do either another direct sequel or just a straight up remake of Highlander.
It's coming this year or
Oh.
next year. They're making it.
Really? Well,
Thank God there were no sequels. Could you imagine if they had tried to make sequels of Highlander? How bad those would have been? Oh my!
well, just it wouldn't make it. Just it's. I don't know. Even when they came out with the second one, the second Highlander movie, it didn't make
Second
sense.
what? What are you talking about? Second one? There was no second Highlander. What are you talking about? Crazy person.
There's no second because there can only be one.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
And the producers clearly understood that and never made another Highlander or a shitty TV show that people liked for some reason.
Alternate universes.
Yeah, the Mandela effect, of course. You remember there being a Highlander too? Yeah. Henry Cavill's going to be playing Connor McLeod.
Oh, geez, really?
You know what makes that movie magical? Just magical. Is that you have a Belgian playing a Scotsman, and you have a Scotsman playing an Egyptian Spaniard. Like that's what makes that movie. like I have Latina friends, and every now and then I'll just look at one of them and go, "My name is Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez, Chief Metallurgist to King Charles VI of Spain," and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, you got to watch the movie.
I thought it had Jet Li as the lead.
Wait,
that was in the sequel that doesn't exist.
What sequel? Shut up. Stop talking.
So then 2000-ish, they did a pseudo remake with Jet Li. I forget what it was called, but it was the same
One.
premise. You had to kill all the other versions of. Is that what it was?
Called The One. Jet Li, The One. Yeah, I remember that. Never saw it. Was it any good?
I don't remember, so probably not.
Fair.
Good answer.
Yeah, Albert Pune made a lot of really garbage movies. Like Albert Pune made some bad movies. He made some fun bad movies too, like Sword and the Sorcerer and stuff like that. But he made 2 movies that had more impact on my cyberpunk gaming than any other films. Like Johnny Mnemonic didn't come close to it. Even Blade Runner didn't touch on how much impact these 2 movies had.
What were they?
Cyborg. Van Damme's Cyborg. It's such a weird movie, but it's so good. And then he made a movie called Nemesis, which the opening 5 minutes or so is just this running gunfight. It's fucking amazing. Like the guy's got an automatic shotgun and shit like that. Like it's a good gunfight. You know what I mean? And those movies, they impacted my cyberpunk more than Neuromancer or any of that other stuff. When I got into cyberpunk, I got into the action crazy cyberpunk, not the deep philosophical, pondering of cyberpunk. Like that was sort of.
I think the biggest movie that probably influenced us in our cyberpunk play was a movie called Hardware.
See, now okay. I have the weirdest relationship with that movie. I was 21, 22 when it came out. Went to see it, hated it. I
loved it.
This isn't cyberpunk. This is garbage. I've rewatched it since in my 40s, and I'm like, this is brilliant. This movie is fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? So as a 20-year-old, 21-year-old, I couldn't appreciate it. But as an older person, I was like, oh my God, I see what he was doing here now. That's, hell of a movie. Hell of a movie. But that director's a strange dude.
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He's done some weird movies.
I
And he's a
mean,
weird guy.
I would definitely love to play in a cyberpunk game that you run. As
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
Trust me, you wouldn't.
Why?
First of all, make 5 characters before you show up for the first session.
Right.
That's my only piece of advice I'm giving you.
Yeah.
Second of all, I will not be nice. I will not take it easy on you. I will never ask this question in a cyberpunk game. Really? Or are you sure? Never going to happen.
Right.
So,
no, that's perfect.
So years and years and years ago, so to be in the 90s, my buddy who had a gaming store in Vancouver was running Cyberpunk, and his players were bitching that he was too mean. And I said, well, how many are dead? He goes, none. How many sessions in it? He goes, like 6. I'm like, you're 6 sessions in and no one's died? It's like, no. I'm like, what do you mean they think you're mean? He goes, I don't know. Could you come run one of your sessions for them just once to show them I'm not mean? I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely. So I got in. I made them make a bunch of cops who were part of a C-SWAT team, and they basically had to go rescue hostages in a building. So they took their AV in. They landed on the roof. I'm like, okay. They took out the sniper on the roof. They were able to get in, no problem. And then one of the guys walks up and says, okay, so I opened the door to go down the stairwell. And I went, okay. And I just picked up 30 D10s and went, all right. I added it all up. And all right, so that's 230 points of damage to all of you. What? Oh, the door's wired. There's an entire fucking explosive system in there designed to kill anyone that tries to open that door without the card. You didn't bother to look. Now you're all dead. Enjoy that. 20 minutes the game took. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go. See you guys later. Have a great night. Next week I saw him. He's like, dude, they fucking never call me mean anymore. They're like, like, damn right I did. Cyberpunk, man. Every other game. Heroic, Star Trek, Palladium, whatever. I run that for you guys. That's for you. That's for you to have a good time and me to really enjoy storytelling with you. Cyberpunk, I run that shit for me.
I'd play in it.
Oh yeah,
I will fucking murder you without a second. I'll have a sniper on. If you fucking piss off the wrong person, there will be a sniper waiting for you, and you'll just be like, "I'm just walking over to see the guy," and then your head pops off. Okay, make a new character. We're good. Like, what? Don't I get a roll? Do most people who get shot by snipers get rolls to notice the guy 800 yards away? No,
right.
You're dead, sir. You're dead. One time, my players got bored. They were like, "Want to do something different," and they wound up playing Street Priest, a bicycle courier, a DJ. A very minor corporate executive at a record company, and a taxi driver. The only person who survived the night was the DJ because he never left the club. He stayed safe in the club playing, and they would keep coming to him and like asking him stuff and all that. And he was the information guy, and the player, my roommate Glenn, set up his CDs and all. He had a mixer, and he just sat there playing really cool, weird music we never heard all night while he was doing a soundtrack for the game live. But yeah, they all fucking died. Wow. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
And one of the players referred to it as, he says, yeah, we played the people who normally get killed in the crossfire of our regular characters. I'm like, yeah, man, surprisingly, you all died. Oh, yeah. Emotional damage. Exactly. Cyberpunk is my game for me, always. And I will not hesitate. And I don't think, like, I would love strange, savage, mean thing would be to get a bunch of these 5e players who's like never had a character die and have them run one Cyberpunk session with me and just see their faces like
yeah.
But I'd make it even juicier. I'd be like, okay, look, we're gonna play in 2 weeks. I want at least a 2-page backstory from everybody.
Oh my god. Right.
Like really get into it. Like use the life path system and like flesh it out and let me know all the relationships and everything. Awesome. And then just kill them in a terrorist bus attack. There we go.
That'd be amazing.
Cyberpunk bitches.
Well, they would remember that.
So the Club Seraphis was called the Bump and Grind, but actually was called the B&G because the Ump and Rind had burned out of the sign for a year and then eventually got replaced, but they kept flashing B&G for a year straight, so everybody called the place the B&G. The B&G was a 1-block building. It was the entire city block. It was like a bomb shelter converted into a nightclub. It had the most intense security system that was available for the best money you could get, because a whole bunch of people like Johnny Silverhand wanted a safe place in the heart of Night City where they could go party and be safe. So they pumped all this money into it to make sure it had the best. And the bouncer was a guy named Jolly Roger. And you did not fuck with Jolly Roger because he was like retired fucking Euro solo, Scottish. And I remember one night we were playing, and this guy was a new player with us, and they walk into the fucking B&G because they got to go meet a contact. And Jolly Roger's at the door, and he's like, "All right, then, all the other weapons, go in there. Let's go." Pop them up. And the guy's like, "Okay, I'm gonna try and sneak a gun by." And I'm like, "All right." His little palming roll and everything, and there's weapon sensors, there's scanners, there's all types of shit. You're not getting a gun into the B&G, and the gun gets detected. And he's like, "All right, then, let's go with the gun. Nice try. You made your effort. Give me the gun." And he goes, I pull the gun and point it at him. I'm like, "Okay, all right." And I make a roll, and I go, "Give me an awareness notice check, please." And he's like, "All right." You go, "I mean, it's cool." You hear the whine of the two Apex Point security systems dropping down beside you. You have one chance to drop your gun. Make a reflex save. If you make it, if you make the roll, you'll drop the gun before they go off. He blows the roll and gets just fucking vaporized. Like, he's right in the middle of like two chain guns go off essentially and just vaporize him. And then a cleaning crew comes out. You know, walks away. He's like, there's a player's face was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you don't fuck around with B&G, man. Just do not fuck around." So Glenn was playing this character. Accessory Row was his name. He was a nomad who grew up in a car, and in an abandoned car, didn't go anywhere, and he became a DJ. Accessory Row, Axe, and he just hung out in that club all night long, protected by the security systems, survived the whole night. It was like, well done, sir. Well done. Cyberpunk is the best. I don't like Red though. I've read it and I'm like, no. Like there's a couple of good ideas in it that I would steal, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't run 2020 straight, I wouldn't run 2013 straight, and I wouldn't run Red straight. I would take bits from all of them to sort of run a more complete game. Because I mean, I miss stuff from 2013, like the shotgun hit location. They literally have an open choke shotgun hit location where you roll a d10 and there's going to be two parts of your body getting hit, not one. It's like, that is, fucking love that. And they took it out in 2020. I'm like, why would you take that? It's such a great. But I also like the cinematic dodge. I always bring that back in because I like players to have false hope in Cyberpunk. I like them to think they're going to survive the gunfight. You believe that. And the best is when you have people who are like nomad, cop, no one's a solo. And then one solo shows up to deal with them. And within like 2 rounds, 3 out of 5 are dead. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, yeah, welcome to combat reflexes. Enjoy, you know, like solos are badass, man. And that's why I don't like Shadowrun. Because I want my Cyberpunk to be Cyberpunk. I want it to be ultra violent, anime, Akira level shit. I don't need dragons and orcs and goblins and elves, and I don't need magic. You know, like that just doesn't interest me. Conversely, though, what's it called? Urban Fantasy from Modern D20. What was the name of that urban fantasy book?
Urban Arcana.
Urban Arcana. That is genius. You know, with one slight change. You know that thing in the Urban Arcana where it says nobody can see each other. The normal people can't see that you're an elf, an orc, or anything like that. Just take that part and throw it in the garbage, and you can run that game straight. And it's really fun and way better than Shadowrun. I will never understand the appeal of Shadowrun. Any of you guys Shadowrun people?
Never played it. I was always Cyberpunk.
I like the idea of it, but never played it, and actually didn't play Cyberpunk until fairly recently, and really enjoyed the. If you don't win initiative, you're probably dead. Fear of that game experience.
Cover matters.
When I think back to when I was, in high school playing D&D, I can't remember anything except for one session where it was a party of first level adventurers by this DM that I had never played with before, and we stupidly encountered a bear and got the bear to attack us. Now I don't even know what system we were using. It wasn't regular D&D. Maybe it was Roll Master or something weird like that. Jesus. And that bear killed us all. like just
Oh,
and to me that was the most mind-blowing thing, because I'd played all these things where you get all these magic items and you become god, you can beat gods and everything. So to have just a bear kill us all was okay. This was something that I was actually invested in. I was trying so hard to figure out a way to kill this bear or to save the party or whatever, and no matter what I did, we all died. That was great.
And that's the thing. It's the investment, right? Old Man Henderson. I don't get that reference, Goth and Rome. I'm sorry. You'll have to tell me what that means. Old Man Henderson. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I don't recognize the. Maybe it's something I knew, but I don't recognize it. Yeah, no. Once you get that investment from the players into their characters, then a bear is a fucking awesome threat, right? I ran a BX game where a door killed 3 players out of 5. they died dealing with a door. It was hilarious. But then that same game, they got to the bridge, and the bridge is the Goblin Gully. And once they got across, the bridge is a rickety old rope fucking bridge. 1 person at a time can cross. You put more than 2 people on it, you got to start making saving throws for the bridge not collapsing. But that's okay, because there's goblin snipers up in the far side shooting you as you're trying to cross the bridge. My game group went through that to the point that the last group that finally made it across the bridge, there were 17 dead characters at the bottom of that bridge over all the sessions we ran. My buddy Kevin, on Facebook, I can just go blah 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 Goblin Gully Bridge, and he'll just like post immediately the bridge, because he was scarred by it. Like getting over that bridge became like his fucking thing, It
was his D-Day.
Oh fuck, man! But it was fun.
That's great.
What is Old Man Henderson? I'm still curious about that.
Old Man Henderson is famous. It's a Call of Cthulhu campaign, and somebody made this character. And I forget the details, but he's some crazy whack job who's like searching for his lawn gnomes, and he accidentally beats all of the things thrown at him easily.
Really? I'm not a Call of Cthulhu guy, so
yeah, I don't know that one very well. I played it once, maybe.
I played it a couple times in high school, and it just the only time. So one of the best Call of Cthulhu games I ever played in my life was in the 90s. It was in Vancouver, and we had all come back after a vampire LARP. We were hanging out at my buddy's place, and we were all awake. It was 2 a.m. We were bored, and someone says, we should do some role playing. And my buddy Dan said, all right, I'll run a Call of Cthulhu session. I'm like, all right, fine, let's play Call of Cthulhu. We get hired to protect this little girl from cultists who want to sacrifice her for some evil cult thing. We spend the entire session running around fighting cultists, keeping her safe from cultists, the whole 9 yards. And we finally get to midnight, and like, we kept her safe. Great, they can't sacrifice her at midnight like they wanted to. And that's when she explodes into a Cthulhuid monster, because the cult was actually trying to prevent this thing from coming into the world, not bring it into the world. And we all just sat there staring at Dan like, like we were just all blown away by how dark it was, like, God damn it. Oh, Cthulhu is great. My character dies every session I play in. Well, there you go. The gimmick was to be crazy, ignore the plot, and pursue completely fictitious plot of your own insane creation. Yeah, Call of Cthulhu. Don't read anything. Don't look at anything. Don't listen to anything. Don't taste anything. Don't touch anything, because you're going to go insane.
Yep.
Like, that's the worst part about Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. We played one where it was just no matter what, you go insane. Like what good
it's
is
just a question of when. It's just when.
Yeah. Yeah. That I didn't find that to be fun. It's like there's nothing that you can do. It's just
Well, and that's what the whole point of Old Man Henderson was all about. Was that was a character that was created that was already insane.
Yeah.
And that's why it worked so well, because how do you make somebody go insane if they're already there?
Yeah, but see, that type of thing, like, screw those cultists, those bastards stole your garden gnomes, who cares about the other gods? See, that character would annoy the shit out of me in a game if I was trying to run an actual game and this guy just kept trying to drag it into his weird side plots to avoid the game. I'd eventually just be like annoyed. I'd just be like, fuck this,
Here's Cthulhu's foot. Roll to dodge. Here's Cthulhu's foot. Roll to dodge.
Yeah. Oh, that door? That was a portal to Relaya. Enjoy. Can you breathe water?
Can you breathe? How long can you hold your breath?
How long can you tread water? You know, like, just yeah. Do you like calamari? Just because calamari likes you. But I get it. I get that stuff. It's like, I get that those legends, right? Like, these are the legends of gaming. It's the Leroy Jenkins effect. And I get it. It's cute. It's fun and all that. But I always see those things in my head. I go, if I had been involved in that, I would want to hold that person's head under the water until the kicking stopped. Like, just stomp, like it drives me nuts. I do like, though, Cthulhu 2024, why choose the lesser evil? I think that's pretty good. I want to get that shirt. Which
Yeah,
so
Call
it's
of
based
Cthulhu
on
seems interesting.
keep going.
I said Call of Cthulhu has always seemed interesting to me, but I've watched probably 4 or 5 games of it, and none of them had ever gotten close to winning. They all go insane and die, and then they're like, "Okay, what do we play now?" And I'm like, "It didn't even sound like there was bad decisions. It wasn't even bad luck. It was just everything they do, they lose insanity."
Yeah.
Yep. That's what we did.
And that's why I run an equally vicious cyberpunk campaign, but man, if the dice are on your side and you play smart, you might survive.
Right.
It can happen.
Right.
So it's not like it's impossible. But I don't know if you guys remember the original, back in the age, there was the box set Call of Cthulhu that you would get.
Mm-hmm.
The original 5-part, whatever 6-part adventure that was in it, the last adventure was Cthulhu showed up. And you immediately lose, one D1 was a D100 times 100 sanity or some shit like that. Like, it's like, how is this fun? We just went through this entire campaign to be fucked in the last chapter. Well, that's what Lovecraft is like. Well, that's not a fun game, motherfucker. Like, sorry.
So let's see. Padar in the comment said that one of their characters is in Call of Cthulhu is based on the detective from Twin Peaks, Dale
Kyle
Cooper.
MacLachlan.
Yeah, Kyle MacLachlan. Twin Peaks. A small segue here. I'm going to go off on a tangent because I love Twin Peaks.
Speak loudly while I go get a drink of water.
Will do. Twin Peaks is, I don't know, that's probably one of the biggest shows that influenced my role-playing style, back when it first came out in the early 90s. And because it showed the weirdness and the possibilities that you could experience. And because there was that supernatural element to it that, how should I say it? There was a supernatural element to it that wasn't in your face, and that's what I really liked about introducing that type of an element to my D&D games, or any other role-playing game that I was kind of playing at that time.
All I will say to that is the owls are not what they seem.
No, they are not. And we never get a true explanation as to what they are.
Well, they're aliens, dude.
They're demons.
Yeah, well, same diff.
Same thing. Same difference.
It's the same diff. Did you watch the...
yes, I did.
It wasn't bad.
No, I loved it. The first opportunity I got to get it on Blu-ray, I snagged it up in a heartbeat.
I absolutely loved Coop in the Pulpa Coop in the casino.
Yeah.
When he's just winning everything.
Yeah.
Like, God, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
It's really it's Lynch. Lynch is weird.
Over here in a cabinet, I'd get it if I could, but it's locked away and I can't find the damn key. I actually have 4 different rings from Twin Peaks.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna head out.
Bonsoir, Zane. Good job tonight in the hero game, sir.
Thanks. It was fun.
Well, you made it fun. So.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. There we go. Okay. Mutual Appreciation Society. Good night.
That's right. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Yeah, True Detective pissed me off because it wasn't Cthulhu.
My mouse is broken, so I'm not leaving yet.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah.
At least there's no wardrobe malfunction.
There it goes. Okay, now bye.
But yeah, True Detective season 1, when it turned out not to be Cthulhuid at the end, I was like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? We spend this whole thing looking for Carcosa and the King in Yellow, and it turns out to just be inbred fucking rich hillbillies. Fuck off.
Well, that's how
And
I
then-
kind of, yeah, no, I'm going to interrupt, but I'll do it
Go
after
ahead.
you're done.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
And then the second and third season I didn't watch, and then the fourth season I just watched the one that came out, and it was like, oh, this is interesting. What the fuck was that at the end? Like, they do not know how to finish their series. Anyway, go ahead.
I was going to make the comment too. There was a show that came on, I think it was HBO, called Lovecraft Country, and
Yeah, I hated that
it
show.
had such a great start.
Yeah, but
and then
ended
it kind of
so bad.
slogged on, and they teased a little bit of the Lovecraftian monsters. The very last episode of it, you got you got a couple of cool monsters in it, but then they canceled the whole thing. I don't know. I was disappointed.
Well,
I wanted to like it.
I wanted to like it too. One, the Shoggoths.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, don't show shit. Like, don't show shit. Hint at shit. Don't show shit. The Shoggoths just look like CGI. And two, it was way too preachy about,
Yeah.
Now, I've never read the book, Lovecraft Country. I don't know if it's the source material that's preachy, or they just made it.
I don't know. I haven't read the book either. My understanding though is that where the book ends is pretty much where the show ends. That if they were to do a second season, it would have been all original new material. That there was no. I mean, that's my understanding. I haven't read the book, so I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't read it. I've seen the show. I watched every episode. I absolutely hated. Like, there was a break point in the middle where I was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah,
but it's the same thing with. Did you see the League of Their Own series they did? So
no.
okay, so League of Their Own is probably one of my favorite baseball movies, right? Because it's all about the women coming to play baseball during World War II and etc.
Yeah,
and all this stuff. And it's a wholesome, fun movie you can watch with the family.
I've seen the movie, the original movie. Yeah.
So they do this TV series, HBO or whatever it was, Amazon Prime, whatever it is. And instead, what they decide to do is not do a show about wholesomeness and about family and all that. No. We're going to double down on all the lesbianism. It's going to be all about those poor persecuted lesbians. And it's just like, what about the fucking baseball? Because that's what the fucking thing's about. It's about women playing baseball. Could we get a little more baseball in this fucking
Well, they're
show,
called
please?
lesbians.
Sorry, what?
Women who play baseball are called lesbians.
You would know. You are the resident expert. So apparently, Ordinary Heroes does 5e Modern, essentially. And
Everyday
Heroes, pardon me. And they have a Urban Arcana book, right?
They were talking about doing one, but with everything going on with the company, I have no idea.
What's going on with the company? I haven't heard anything.
People aren't getting paid. There's no, and some of the investors, there was a lot going on, and you really had to sit down and read articles to understand everything.
Well, give us a Cliff's Notes.
They were getting involved in something digital that employees didn't want them to get involved in or something. Hang on. Let's see if I can find something quick. I can't remember the publisher now.
Well, I know Jeff Grubb was writing for them.
I don't think he was. I think he was just like a consultant or something.
Was that it? I don't know. When he was on, he was selling it. He was pitching it lots when he was on the Four Color Cafe last year or whenever it was, 2 years ago. Nice guy. I like Jeff. He's willing to come back on, get him and Steve Winter on at the same time, talk about the old Marvel game. That would be fun. What I'd love to do is get him, Steve Winter, and Zeb back on and have the three of them talk about those days at TSR. What's wrong with your lamp? Is your lamp breaking?
No, I just can't see it. I mean, unless it's sitting right here. I don't know what you're doing to make yours so pronounced.
Right.
You just have the light there, right there. I got you. Yeah, I've got mine
Right.
hidden inside a lamp.
Yeah, this is bare bulb, baby.
Oh yeah, there was the issue with the Rebel Moon RPG.
Oh yeah, that was a huge
Oh,
thing.
huge issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Ow! What the actual fuck means?
He said it's time to go to sleep.
No. He wants something.
I need snacks.
He has snacks. He has everything he could want. He is the most spoiled animal in the world, and he knows it. He knows it. What a hard life you have. Shit.
Here it is. It was internal disagreements about the use of controversial Web3 technologies, AI, blockchain, and NFTs, and the involvement of tech companies in evil. What is it? Damn it! Evil Genius Games. Where was that? Well, in
talking, I'm
Evil
listening.
Genius Games funding structure played the company for months. Yeah, so people weren't happy they were getting involved in AI, blockchains, and NFT, and then all these tech companies were getting involved funding the company.
Yeah. So I mean, okay. So that brings up a good question. I mean, how would you play a role playing game that is connected to an NFT?
I have no idea.
The
I never.
monsters and characters become NFTs. That way they're unique to you forever.
It's just, I don't know. I don't see an appeal there. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree on that. That seems weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never understood NFTs to begin with, anyway. So maybe I'm at the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
no,
their,
NFTs are weird.
yeah,
Go ahead,
they
Ronka.
got. I was gonna say they got some funding from venture capital, and I think the venture capitalists were involved in that stuff. And the people that they had contracted or hired were not happy about it. There were promises made of full-time employment that never materialized. And then there's just a litany of stuff about the work environment. Yeah. People were promised health care by the end of August of last year. And then by the end of September, and that never materialized. Yeah, they were offered monthly health care stipends. And they only got that one time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can't mess with folks' healthcare. That's they'll riot.
Yeah, at least 4 employees were personally told that they were the largest financial burden on the company, with pressure applied to take a pay cut for the good of the other employees.
Wow.
Multiple people were told in private in front of the rest of the company they are not good at their jobs. Almost nobody got paid for October, November, or December until mid-January.
Oh, wow.
3 months no pay.
Yeah, that's so I can see why it tanked.
Well, I guess I won't feel so bad about pirating their books then. I mean, not that I recommend pirating ever. Or going to print shops.
He made the entire staff stay in a meeting. No one could leave until each one had gone to drive-through and given his books ratings. And then when some people objected, he told them that it was required of their job.
Who's he?
The owner, Dave, or the head of the company. Hold on. Oops. Wrong button. The CEO, Dave Scott.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's one of the things where everything's got to be a class. Everything's got to be a class. Oh, you want to play a billionaire? Oh, it's a class.
So no more strong hero, fast hero.
No, they never did any of that.
Oh, fuck that then.
Yeah, and I read an interview with the guy that worked on the Rambo supplement. Oh my god, it was all about the way people were portrayed in the movies and how we had to be sensitive of that.
In Rambo.
Yeah,
like
not First Blood, Rambo, where he goes back to Vietnam to rescue POWs.
Yeah.
And fights about Russians and Vietnam.
Vietnamese. Yeah.
I fucking hate this modern world so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nonsense.
The best thing from that is I have a Rambo mini that I can paint.
You have a what?
I got a Rambo mini. They made 2 minis, one Rambo, one the Crow, and I got the Rambo one.
Yeah, you see, there's a Crow remake coming out.
Yeah,
no, there isn't. There isn't.
It looks shit.
Oh, the guy that did the original is basically saying this is an insult to Brandon Lee.
Yeah,
I agree. I fully agree.
And I watched it. I'm like, at least the original kind of followed the graphic novel. This one doesn't at all.
Oh, you've watched it?
I saw the trailer. That was
okay,
it.
The trailer, yeah.
And the last movie I saw in theaters minus Rift Tracks Live was Rise of Skywalker.
Wow. Which Rift Tracks Live did you see?
Last one was it Rad? The one about the BMX bikers?
I want that one to be released. I want to see it.
I was mad. I messed up the time. I missed the Gumby short.
Oh, but
I got there in time for the start of the movie.
So which ones have you seen live?
I saw Starship Troopers.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah. I saw the first one. It was oh my god, the classic Plan 9.
Yeah. I wanted to see the Krull one, but it didn't play anywhere in Quebec.
Yeah, I missed out on that. There was a bunch I missed because I just wasn't keeping up, and I go by myself now. I just suck it up because I really want to see them live. I saw Amityville Horror. I think the 4th one they did. Swamp Thing 2. I think that's it. The next one they want to do is Point Break, and now it's going to be in August. The original with Keanu and Patrick Swayze.
Tomorrow night we're not going to be watching movies until 9 p.m. because I have something going on until then. But we'll still be watching something. Probably just a Rift Tracks. I don't know. We'll see. We were supposed to watch. What were we supposed to watch? No, we did. We watched Space Hunter.
Yeah. Oh,
because Len had been talking shit about it.
Ice Pirates. That was another one.
I got to watch the beginning of it up to about where George Papard comes in, and Battle Beyond the Stars. I was enjoying that.
Oh, I like Battle Beyond the Stars. It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's Yojimbo in space or Seven Samurai. It's not Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai. Yeah, I definitely got that vibe right from the beginning.
It's so much Seven Samurai in space that it's fucking Robert Vaughn plays the same character he played in Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, but
City of Angels. Yeah. Sorry, you said Malcolm?
Yeah, I got to about the part where the alien had kidnapped the one that was working on the androids.
Oh wow! Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then I think I had gotten home from work or something. I was just worn out, and the next thing I know, I passed out on my futon.
It's a fun movie. I don't mind it. Ice Pirates doesn't hold up is the problem. I watched it last year, and I remember when I was a kid, I loved it. and I rewatched it, and I'm like, oh, some of these jokes really don't land. You know, like they're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's. I think the last time I saw it was probably 20, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's, then honestly, it's kind of how I felt a little bit about Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I loved it. Would watch it every year at Halloween. From I don't know, age 15 to 21 or something.
Yeah.
Pulled it out last year for the kids to watch because I had, at that point I had a 14-year-old and a 19-year-old, and it was terrible. It was terrible.
You ever watch Night of the Creeps?
Yep.
That is still, it's in my top 10 movies of all time, man. Just such a good movie, and absolutely one of my favorite bits in it is one of the most like racially insensitive moments, but it's not. It's just the actor. He's Japanese and he has an accent, but just that whole thing when it's like, and according to Mr. Whatever here, you were both seen running out of here top screen, top speed, screaming like banshees, and they just got him going screaming like a banshees. I just fucking love the way he said that line. Like, the guy
Oh man,
so good. Yes, Killer Clowns is getting a remake.
Really.
This kid on the Gilded I'm on, the Basic Extras Gilded, he was getting told to watch some pulp movies, so he watched Beastmaster, and he asked, "Well, what should I watch next?" And I suggested Ator.
Oh God,
he couldn't get that. He couldn't watch it. The stuff between Ator and his quote unquote sister.
Yeah,
that's with him too much. He had to turn it off.
In the village by the edge of the forest.
Does it
at the end of the kingdom? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm mad. That's not on Tubi anymore. The Riff Tracks version.
Well, it's on my Plex. I fucking love the Riff Tracks version of fucking Ator. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But Ator, this is good news. You're not sisters. You and Sonia are not brother and sister. How's that hot? I love that. The whole thing about was it his subscription to Sister Diddler Monthly and stuff, like Jesus Christ, they just rail on that joke.
Yeah,
it's so good. Yeah, I love Riff Tracks. I really do.
Yeah.
My buddy, one of my best friends, we were watching. I was like, "Well, we should watch this." It's Cool as Ice, the Vanilla Ice movie. He's like, I don't want to watch that. I'm like, why not? He goes, it's Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice is stupid. I went, no, but it's Riff Tracks. He goes, nah, right. He was crying, laughing, watching it because it's so good. Like the Riff Tracks, Cool as Ice is one of their top 10. Like it's so good.
Yeah, it's a Return of Swamp Thing. I saw that one live.
Ooh, with Heather Locklear.
Yep.
Yeah. Swamp Thing movies are big disappointments for two reasons. And both those reasons were on Adriana Barbeau's chest and on Heather Locklear's chest. It's like, it's a schlock film. Why are we not seeing nudity, for fuck's sake? Please. Adriana Barbeau is one of those underrated actresses. You know what I mean? Like, Escape from New York, it's amazing what she does in that. But her fucking bit in Creepshow, where she's the alcoholic fucking, emasculating wife in the one with the thing in the crate.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody Creepshow?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody here a Creepshow fan?
I've heard of it.
Bobby, I think her character's name is. She's so good in that segment. That whole movie's great. The first Creepshow was so good. I don't know if I saw the second one in the theater, I think. And I want to go back and rewatch it because I think I would appreciate it more now than I did at the time. Maybe. Did you guys ever watch the Creepshow TV show they did on Scream?
I saw a couple of episodes.
Is it any good?
I mean, it tried to be too much like a Twilight Zone.
Okay.
Which I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't okay. I can't wait for next week. It wasn't that. Because the direction that they tried to take it, it like I said, I mean, so the original Creepshow was
EC Comics.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was you had the guy that was in the middle. I want to say Crypt Keeper, but that's not it. The narrator that was kind of weaving
the creep.
everything together. The creep, yeah. And I don't know. The TV show was more. We're going to try to just make everything kind of standalone, with no connection. I mean, I guess you could watch the movies that way, as if there were no connection. But, that was kind of the whole point was, this kid picked up this comic and everything was kind of connected. And then they ended it and you realized, oh, wow, even this kid reading the comic was a story of its own.
Yeah,
it was just brilliant. And I don't know, I think got lost in the translation when it went to the TV show.
You ever see the Tales from the Dark Side, the movie?
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be Creepshow too. And then they lost the rights, but like it's such a good movie. Like it's so good. That fucking last story with James Remar and Ray Don Chong, Tommy Chong's daughter.
Yeah.
About the gargoyles. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that story is heart wrenching. It's so like it's I remember watching it in the 90s and I was just like, that's so fucking sad. Like, holy shit. And it was a good movie. It was a good movie. That's got the Christian Slater, the Lot 249, and what's the other one? It's the wraparound story of Blondie. Deborah Harry is the witch putting the kid in the oven, and he's reading her stories. Like it's a good movie, man.
Yeah,
it's a good movie. Would have been a great creep show. Well, I don't know if you can go to sleep, Brian, but I think I'm going to try.
I'll try.
I'm going to go let the clown eat me.
Yeah, pretty well. That's actually what I named this one.
I saw that, which is if you look at mine, that's the title of in my subtitle, and the thing is, "Can't sleep, clown will eat me."
That's mine too.
Yeah, it's literally like I just did. The hell did I call this? Hang on, give me a second. I will share my thoughts. Yeah, I called it Late Night Ramblings, and in the description it says "Can't sleep, clown will eat me." Like that's the description of my video, and then you have yours. "Can't sleep, clowns will eat me." It's like, well, there we go, man. Simpsons gags for life.
I'm telling you.
Dawson Roman, thanks for hanging out.
Giving.
Everybody who hung out, thank you so much for hanging out with us here in the middle of the night. Really appreciate you being here, and all the people that showed up from GameMasters channel, thank you for that as well. Malachi, thanks for hanging out. Zane, I know you're gone, but thank you for being here with us. And Nerd, you awake?
I am. I'm something to be awake for another 2-3 hours.
Why?
Because I have actual insomnia.
Ah, fair.
Ooh.
Okay, well, best of luck with that. Read the heroic rules. That's what you should do.
No,
put you to
go
sleep.
read Lord of the Rings. I'll put you to sleep.
How? Brian, how? You know what? If you're having trouble sleeping, Nerd, just go to GameMasters channel and watch Brian try and be funny. That'll work out really well for you.
That'll put you to sleep real fast.
All right, any parting words for everybody, Brian?
Nah, man, just peace, love, and shrimp.
There we go. Malachi?
Just be kind to each other, or be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other. Nerd, any final words, parting comments?
Keep on keeping on.
There you go.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say peace, love, geek, and be heroic. See you guys next time I'm on.